And the way we look at business and our, epic experience is we look at it in 4 different stages. Stage 1 is just an eager entrepreneur. Stage 1 is exactly where you were, in 2017.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't move out of stage 1. So you're in stage 2. Give us a little bit of an idea. Is it working capital? Is it cash flow? Is it supply chain? Where are the pain points in the business now? That's what we want to understand.
Oh man, I'll lay it out, buddy. So it's day 1. It's been capital. Day 1, and every single day until now is capital. I have a pile of.
So I just want to clarify for these guys that you're selling millions of dollars, you're making a profit, but in order to grow,
you need more money.
Capital is king.
So obviously, I'm imagining my e-commerce side over here, and where I've been wanting to go is wholesale. E-commerce, it's just been growing like crazy. We've been growing.
E-commerce, direct to consumer, high margin.
Yep.
You're shipping the product out yourself, or are using a third party distributor.
Yep. But we use pretty much agencies and everything.
Okay, so 3PLs, getting your product out there. Wholesale. What does wholesale look like? Is that going into Bass Pro, Cabela's, Dick's?
It's well, let me explain a little bit before, and then I'll get into that. So with e-commerce, it's just constantly fueling it, and the thing is, this is what I've realized. It's like, I get calls. This is part of my anxiety. I've been dude, the last 2 weeks have been like hell with anxiety.
Yeah.
And I
just want to clarify.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
You've got a successful, profitable, emerging, growing business, but there's still big hurdles and anxiety.
Yeah.
So quite candidly, you probably had less anxiety when you first got started.
Yeah.
But now you've got a tiger by the tail.
Yeah. It feels like, you know what I feel like? I always tell people this. I feel like Indiana Jones with the golden idol running from the rock. Seriously, man. Seriously. And that rock is my cash flow, dude. It's like, I got this thing. I got this a beautiful brand, but it's like, the cash flow is behind me, and it's like, if I make one bad move, it's going to hurt me. And the thing I've come to realize, I get calls probably 6 to 10 times a day from financiers.
Yeah.
And they're all the same.
Yeah.
MCAs, term loans, lines of credit, and it's all the same shit. It's MCAs.
Yeah.
Merchant cash advance.
So super high interest rate, not favorable terms.
Yep.
And but they're willing to give you some money if you can pay them back in short order with strong interest.
That's right.
Yeah. Not a very good plan for trying to grow an emerging business.
Well, it's like, as long as I've been building this thing, I've imagined myself in a Cessna trying to get above the clouds. And it's just like, I'm like, it's just so damn hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, I need to be in a, there's something I'm not seeing that I need. That's what I feel like.
It's funny you talk about being in a Cessna in the clouds, because I'm a pilot and I love to fly.
Wow.
And any pilot in the world will tell you that your friend is altitude. Mm-hmm. So the higher you get, really the more the safer you are. And especially in a Cessna, because that thing will float down to the ground forever. So you've got that going for you.
It'll just.
You're not. Now I'm going to tell you, when a jet loses its engines, it doesn't have very far to go.
Right.
It doesn't float. It's a heavier aircraft.
Right.
You've got some different dynamics going on. Physics come into play. So I love your Cessna analogy. So you're just continuing to go. Your business model's proven. You've almost proven, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just going based off conversations you've shared with me. The more money you're willing to pour into marketing, the more money you're able to pour into inventory, the bigger your sales are going to be.
Yeah.
Is that the math?
Yeah. It's like a dial. You just spend more money, and it just increases. Well, it's kind of like stepping on the gas in your car. If you got to spend, you got to give more gas if you want to go faster. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But okay.
So where's this? Tell me. Anybody that's ever been an entrepreneur and built a business understands what fear and anxiety is. Yeah. Because it is real.
Oh man.
So what is it that causes you the most concern about the business? Is it the lack of opportunity to grow, or is it something that could fundamentally challenge the business overall? Your product's brilliant. People love your product. Yeah. I've personally read your reviews online. These people are raving fans. I mean, this shirt that you've built, which primarily you built for welders as a work shirt. Yeah. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night going out dancing shirt, right?
Yeah.
I mean, guys put this thing on with pride. I know I've got one. I've got a blue one with orange stitch. I mean, anytime I wear it, people are asking me about it. So the product, you don't have a product problem. Yeah. People love your product. Yeah. So what's keeping you up? What's the fear? Help us understand that.
Okay, so e-commerce, that feels like it's like barely under control. Well, through a mutual contact, his name is Cody Lieber. He runs the Cowboy channel. He wanted me to market on his channel, and he's like, gets me on a Zoom call, and he's like, hey, you got a freaking amazing product. He's like, are you in retail? And I'm like, no, just online. He's like, what? He's like, you got to meet Lewis. I'm like, who's Lewis? And he's like, Lewis is the man in Western apparel. His name's Louis Russo. He's been in apparel since 1975. He worked for Wrangler for 21 years. He was the vice president of Wrangler for 21 years. After Wrangler, he was vice president of Justin Boots for 14 years, and then after that, he was senior vice president of Hui Brands, which is another emerging brand. And I get on the call with the guy, and he's like, dude, this is the words he's told me. He's like, you got lightning in a bottle. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? And we talked for a while, and I was like, dude, I said, you know what? I know that this brand is going to be a brand, you know. And he's like, I'd like to be a part of it, you know. And so I fly him up to Kalispell, and he spent a week up here with me, and went through all my financials and looked at everything. And this guy's he's 70 years old, and he told me, he's like, this is my last hurrah. This guy is something else. He signed the deal with Wrangler, so at every PBR rodeo, they're the only ones that have Wrangler shirts on. He signed that deal. The brand 20X.
Yep.
That he made that.
Wow.
Louis Russo is something else. Like I cannot.
Did he get to do any work with George Strait?
No, they roped together. They're buddies. Yeah, they're buddies.
Okay.
Actually, was it the Rose Palace?
Yeah. Yeah.
They roped together the Rose Palace.
That's cool. So yeah. I think that's in Tyler, Texas.
Yeah, that is in Tyler, Texas.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
But Louis Russo, and he made Cowboy Cuts what they are.
Wow.
He made Cowboy Cuts what they are.
All right, so I want to stop you for a second.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we love to talk about within the Epic experience, and just with entrepreneurs in general, is that there is absolutely nothing more important when you're building a business than surrounding yourself with extraordinary, experienced, capable, driven
smart
people. Right?
Yeah.
And so Louis is on your team now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Let me get to it. Yes.
Wow.
Louis, dude. You know what? Okay. I'm going to tell you guys this. I hope this is on TV. Louis has been working for me since April 15th, and I haven't paid him a dime.
Okay.
Well, and I'm going to.
By the way, that's an unbelievable pay plan.
Hey!
We teach people the Epic experience how to create amazing pay plans, and you just authored a new one. So you just don't pay them a dime. Okay. All right. This is good.
No. Trust me. It's all going to work out.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
No.
Is Louis losing weight, or is he still eating?
No.
How's his family?
Louis is a winner, dude.
Yeah, Louis is doing well.
Louis is
helping you. Louis is involved in your business because of you.
This is what Louis told me. He said, you're my protege.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, you got me for 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like, you got me for 5 years, and we've structured.
I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So I'm an emotional guy.
I am too, man.
I love business because I love people.
Man,
I love business because I love to fall in love with businesses. This guy, you meet him, you fly him up, he spends a week with you.
Yeah.
He's 70 years old. He tells you this is his last rodeo.
Yeah.
He tells you that he wants you to be his protege, and you haven't paid the guy in a long time, right? Did that just like grab your heart, man?
Oh, God, dude. Dude, I've called the guy drunk. Like, Lewis.
Have you called him sober?
Yeah.
Okay,
dude,
okay.
Dude, this honestly, like, it is. Okay, this is part of my anxiety, though. This is part of my anxiety is because I feel like, again, I got this little website business. It's doing $3 million, and Lewis.
So I wasn't going to bring up numbers, but this little business that you started, you were climbing up poles. You had this vision.
Yeah.
Arms all burn up. You start this company on your own.
Yeah.
You know, great margins, highly profitable. You're doing $3 million in revenue.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Thanks.
All right, so let's talk more about Lewis.
Yeah. So anyway, Lewis, you know, man, I love Lewis. I love Lewis, man.
I bet.
Like, I really do, man. Like, he is some.
So
I just can't even believe.
Tell us where the anxieties, the anxiety.
Okay. So check this out. I got Lewis.
Yep.
I've got 4 of the biggest salespeople in the industry on my team because of Lewis.
Yeah.
I've got a designer, 2 designers from Justin Boots working on my team. I've got a forecaster from Justin Boots working on my team. I've got a massive team now because of Lewis.
Wow.
And we just, I want to show you the catalog we've put together.
I can't wait to see it.
And we're going to market, and this is, okay, so check this out.
Going to the wholesale market.
Yes. We're going to wholesale.
So let's talk about what that means, because that when you talk about cash flow, and you talk about working capital, and you talk about inventory, and you talk about all of those things, the minute you decide to move into wholesale, and you're going to go swing the big bat, and you're swinging for the fences, all the economics change, all the models change, and now there's a lot more cash required.
Because I got to be the bank.
You got to be the bank. So, is that the concern?
Everybody's on stage, and everybody's getting ready for the big show, and that's me. And it's like I'm don't feel like I'm the guy to do this. I feel like I'm not confident.
Yeah.
I struggle with I feel like honestly inside I'm pretty insecure. I've never come from money. I don't really know how money works completely. I don't feel like I'm the guy to do this.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm going to let everybody down. That's my fear. That's my fear. You know?
So let me give you a little kind of feedback on that. There are so many entrepreneurs in this world. And when I say entrepreneurs, I don't mean people that are running startups and $3 million businesses. I mean people all the way from startups to multi-billion-dollar businesses that have the same fear, the same anxiety, the same concern that you have, and it's like, man, I don't feel adequate to do this. And the thing that, in your case, that I love the most is that your greatest fear is not that your business is going to fail, it's that you're going to let all these people down. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it valuable, please watch this next one. I think you're going to love it.